Hi guys, welcome back to Outrageously Related
Where we laugh, cry.
and overshare together. It is episode 4.
It's flown.
It actually
I
has.
know.
As you'll probably be able to tell, we're back in my childhood bedroom again.
It's free, okay? Hiring a room is fine, but it costs money per hour.
Yeah, it's free. My mum and dad are at work, so we can talk about...
Not that we're talking about anything too controversial.
No, but I think my mum and dad don't want to... Well, I said they don't want to hear it. They watch it.
Yeah.
They have a little routine on a Friday where they watch it, which is goals.
Cute.
So let's do a little weekly catch-up, I think.
I've been okay this week, but I have been a bit... Girls will relate. You know when you just have them days, weeks, where you just feel a bit minging?
You just feel like every time you look in the mirror, you want to cry.
Yeah. My skin's not been great. Yeah, I've just not felt 100% this week. But I say that the other day I was in town and I felt minging, like just had one of them days where I thought, oh, I look disgusting. I was walking and I felt absolutely minging. And then I walked past this homeless person, like clocked eyes with him, and he went, you look absolutely gorgeous. And I thought, thank you, I really needed that today.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do.
I really needed that.
Not the validation from your partner, you want it from an homeless person on the street.
Yeah, exactly.
Similar thing happened to me this week, actually. I was in the gym maybe like 3 days ago. I was doing hack squats.
Vile.
I know. PT came over to me as I was like taking the weights off because I'd finished. And he was like, how many sets you got left? I said, oh, I'm done. And he went, are you lifting that? And I went, yeah. Yeah, I am. And he went, are you lifting that? And I went, yeah. And he went, he can't even do that. And he was PTing someone. And I started laughing. He went, fucking hell, you're strong.
Yep,
And you know when I wanted to do that stance that they do then and go, I know, I am.
Yeah.
How is the gym this week?
Me and G have started training together.
Oh, I love that.
We didn't used to because G's a lot older than me. He is. You maybe won't thank me for saying that, but
Sorry.
he is.
Sorry.
And he's been training a long time, so if I start doing something, he's like, actually, have you ever... And I want to say...
I can't.
Stop. I'll do my thing, you do your thing. But we have started training together and we've been enjoying it, to be fair. It's been good. Just because, you know, when you're like on a Smith machine or a hack squat or leg press, I don't want to have to take all the plates off.
And I think as well for me, I do push myself on a leg day, but like when we go and do legs together,
We train harder.
yeah, and you'll say, shall we do a drop set? Or I'll go on, you can do a couple more, which you wouldn't do if you were on your own. So it is
it's
better.
burning, I'm stopping. Yeah, I agree. Although, went to the gym the other day and it was boiling and they'd got no aircon on.
I sometimes think when that happens, are we doing a social experiment?
Yeah. I had
See
to
how
go
many
and sit
people
in
we can
car.
clear out at gym
Yeah.
because everyone's sweating profusely.
Exactly.
No, it's not for me.
No, it's not for me either. Speaking of that, we did question of the week, Gym X.
We did.
And we've got some good ones.
Let's go straight in. And then I feel like maybe let's say a few of our own because I've got a lot.
Yeah. So, these are just icks in general. The first one is men breathing.
Fair.
Men.
Fair.
Men with a cartridge piercing. What's that?
Isn't it that?
I'm going to Google it.
Is it that bit or is it the bit at the top? Is it that bit or the bit at the top? We will search it. Images. And maybe it'll just...
That's cartilage. I want cartridge.
No, it is cartilage. Cartridge is what you put in a printer. It is cartilage.
Oh, so it's like one of them, yeah. Yeah, that is a bit of an ick.
I do think men with earrings in general, I'm going to be honest.
I used to be seeing a man and he'd got a hoop earring.
The guy that I've just seen had one. I know. Yeah, I'm not a massive earring. Because who's it for? What are you buying jewellery for?
I know what you mean. Men smoking weed to chill out.
Oh,
That is an ick. I agree.
I want to get mellow.
Yeah, I agree.
Horrendous. What do you mean?
Yeah. When the ping pong ball goes off the table and they run after it as it bounces away.
No. Men running after anything in general. Like, you know, if they dropped a sheet of paper and it would blow away in wind. No, I couldn't.
no.
I can't see that.
When men use the word tummy.
Wow.
True. That
like
is
tummy
true.
ache.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tummy ache. That's what she said. True.
Oh, not a chance.
This is funny.
Go on.
When men tie their dressing gown belt really far up on the torso.
Oh, in fact, men just tying dressing gowns in general have it open.
People posting dancing videos thinking they look mint.
No.
Long fingernails.
I saw long fingernails probably about 30 times.
Long toenails.
Yeah.
But also, playing devil's advocate, don't cut your toenails so far down that they bleed.
The sore. You can see the red skin.
Sometimes I think, what, that must have hurt.
Yeah. Do you know, someone sent me one like on a separate note to this, and honestly it killed me.
What was it?
3-in-1 shampoo. Do you know the shampoo, the conditioner, and the body wash? You use it all for the same thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you know what? Just spend that little bit extra and get 3 separate.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Men when they walk in wet flip flops.
The squeak.
Yeah. Yeah, agree with all of them. What are your icks in men?
I've got loads.
Your top one.
My top one. I'll do top 3 because I feel like
I'm trying to think of some.
Can't narrow. A big one for me, which to be fair, it's not that much of an ick now because I'm older, so and I obviously date older men, so this wouldn't really happen. But back in the day, if you would have gone out with someone, like out for a drink or out for a
Can't
meal.
relate because I've never been out with a man younger than me in my life, or the same age.
I know, but when I did, and like they get ID'd, which is fine, but they get the passport out. No.
Yeah, I agree.
And the flip of the passport, it reminds me of them like phone cases, you know, that flip over, and then there's that magnet to keep them shut.
That is an ick.
Yeah. What do you
That's
mean?
an ick.
What you got? And they put the cards in them.
Yeah, when it flaps open like that. That's
and the bank cards are in them. Oh God, awful.
Yeah, that's an ick.
Another one for me is anyone, male, female, that grunts in the gym. To the point where I've got my music on. My music's on that I get a message from my phone 7 days a week saying volume, turn your volume down. It's going to damage your ears. That I get that every day.
I sometimes will, not a proper like, ugh, but sometimes like on my last rep I might go,
Yeah, no, that's fine. I make noises like that, but you're not. I feel like I don't want to do the actual grunt because anybody that's listening on audio, there should be a bit of a trigger warning.
You can use your imagination.
But the loud grunt where it echoes as they slam the weight down, so the echo of the grunt and the weight comes at the same time.
Especially the weight slamming down, like, I get that you sometimes have to do that, but when people are doing like a 1 rep max and then they slam the weight down and grunt, you're in a pure gym.
Yeah. You're not at a bodybuilding gym. Go somewhere else. You ring the wrong room.
You're in a pure gym. Like, have a day off.
But I'm not listening to All Too Well 10-minute version in my earphones, trying to go to town on my leg day to be interrupted every 5 seconds at your loud grunting like you at Wimbledon playing tennis.
Yeah. An ick for me is, and I was in the gym with my friend the other month, and this was a JD gym. It wasn't like a powerlifting gym. There was a man in like the functional bit with no shoes or socks on.
Oh God.
No shoes on, fair enough. Sometimes, like if I'm training in the wrong shoes and I'm training legs, I will take my shoes off. But I'll always have socks on. Always.
I have never, ever. I've been under the gym a long time. Ever seen anyone with socks
he'd
on?
got his bare feet. And
For what?
and as he was walking, it was leaving like a.
Oh God. The only time it's acceptable to not wear shoes in any form of gym is when you're getting in and out the shower.
Well, he'd got his bare feet, and like I said, it were like steam. You know, like.
Oh. And they don't clean pure gyms and they don't clean JD gyms.
No, they don't. They're minging.
Because they're dusty.
Yeah, they are.
They're vile. Shall we do a couple of things about ourselves that would be classed as icks?
Yeah. Okay. Shall I go first?
Yeah, because if yours is as bad as mine, I'll say mine.
I shave my whole body, and sometimes I'll let it grow before I shave it, everything. And after, I will drain the water out of the bath and then wait for the water to dry so I can see all of the hairs. I don't
think that's that minging. I think that's quite...
No, but like I, in a weird way, look forward to like looking at them all. And if I've left it a long time, I'll think, oh, there'll be loads. I don't know why I do.
That's awful.
I know it is. I know.
I feel like it's not as bad as the one I was going to say. And I don't know if I can say it.
Just say
it. So as we established from episode 2, if you've not been and watched that, Outrageously Related on YouTube and Spotify, please watch now.
And can you rate, subscribe?
Yeah.
Share.
Thanks. I do use the sunbeds, but I don't think it's warranted to pay for the creams. They're £3 for the little pouch. So sometimes when I go into the sunbed, inside the actual room where the sunbed is, there is a bin in there, and I will... And I'll look in the bin, and if there's any people that have used a cream, I'll get it out and I'll get the...
What do you do, like? Squeeze it out, scrape it off.
I'll put it on my leg, and I'll get my hand like that, like a bit of a guillotine, and I'll... And even if that much comes out, I've saved money. Girl math.
I feel like that is worse than mine.
If anybody else does that, can you please let me know? Somebody else will.
Yeah, yeah, they probably will. My other one is, it's not an ick, but just my car. It's vile.
It needs to be studied. I used to get in your car and be like, I know that there's a new form of mold growing in back that people need to study. It's not as bad anymore.
No. My boyfriend calls my car the wheelie bin. Because it says, like, you need a shower when you get out.
Fair. Because you will just eat something.
All right.
Or...
Your car's always clean, though, to be fair.
Mine's clean in terms of, like, food and stuff, but in... Like, I don't hoover the footwell or anything like that. It's got stones and twigs and bits there. To be fair, I did hoover it the other day.
I think those icks were pretty tame. And as this podcast gets more established, there are things that we do that are vile that we will maybe mention. But for the time being, I think it's best that we leave it at that.
I know a few of yours, but I know you'd be terrified to say them.
Yeah,
so.
same with you.
Yeah.
So don't carrot dangle.
Yours are worse than mine. Right, so I saw this thing on TikTok the other day, and it was like, tell me the worst things you've said to a man to, like, ruin his ego. And they was like, not things like, I don't want to be with you anymore, I want, like, the serious shit. So I looked at the comments, wrote a couple down because I thought we all needed to hear them. You have the confidence of a much taller man. No. I think it's very inspirational that you don't care how you look. See, I don't have the bottle.
No, I wouldn't.
Could you imagine someone saying that to you as well? Because I kept, when I was reading them, putting myself in the man's shoes, and imagine a man saying that to you.
I'd cry.
Don't lose any more hair over it. Oh, I couldn't be with anyone that was struggling hair-wise.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, if someone was bald, then that's fine. I mean, as in...
Oh, where they're combing it forward.
Yeah. No. And personal preference. Oh, I'm going to save this one till last because you'll laugh. It's not your fault you didn't have a dad to teach you how to be a man.
Oh, that's horrible.
I know. I read it and I gasped.
That's awful.
And then the last one. I should have known you couldn't carry a conversation when I saw your arms. See, I couldn't say that to someone.
I'm trying to think of the worst thing I've ever said to a man, but none of them are ever as bad as that. The worst thing I've ever said to a man is like when you're arguing and you're like, please, can we just try?
It's so embarrassing, isn't it?
It is, you know, when you look back.
Please, can we just not argue today?
Please, shall we just really try this week?
I used to, please, can we just have fun today?
I used to say to men, well, a man, please, can you just, like, maybe just try and be nice to me?
Oh, imagine having to ask. Today, could we just not argue?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, actively trying not to because it was impossible.
Or, like, they'd do something wrong and you knew that it weren't your fault, but you just say sorry. Just.
Oh. Do you not think as well, in British culture, we say sorry for everything? You're the worst for it.
Yeah, I do.
Someone will bump into you and you go,
I'm like,
I'm sorry. They've bumped into you. Yeah, we do. But I think it's you say sorry for everything. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know what is like a thing that I say? I say.
Yeah, you do.
I say it about everything. I say. Or I say you'll never guess what.
Yeah, you do. And you know what I do all the time? I feel like.
Yeah, you do.
I say it for everything. I feel like.
Yeah, you do.
I say, and I register I'm doing it and I'm like, you don't need to say I feel like before you're saying what you're saying.
You know what my mum says? And when she does it, I love her dearly, but I want to smash her face in. I could say something as simple as, oh, I'm going to make chicken for tea. Hey!
She goes, you are.
You are.
She does it. Yeah, oh my God, she does it all the time.
Or if she like mishears me, she don't go pardon. She goes, what? And I want to say, why are you saying it like that?
Oh God, God love her though.
Oh.
Trying to think of stuff my mum does. But there is, I feel like, oh, why did I say it again? Yeah. That weren't even on purpose. One thing that my mum does do, which is, again, Sue, I know you're watching, love you dearly. But when she's with friends or she's giddy or whatever, she goes to a volume that only dogs can hear. She's so high-pitched. Or when she does this laugh, and me and my dad will do it all the time, she laughs and it's a squeak.
Yeah, I know the one.
And I'm like, who's this for? Why are you going so high? I don't understand.
I know the one that you mean. And my nanan, obviously I speak about my nan a lot. Another thing that she does is she will never be wrong about anything. So, for example, my nan's 82, she doesn't drive, she's never driven. She knows more about a car and how to drive than anybody. And if you try and correct her, she'll go, no.
I feel like your nana goes, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Yeah. She, like the other day, she went to me, there's somebody on Love Island and apparently in past they've sniffed that cocaine. So I don't know what they're doing while they're in Villa. They'll be on methadone.
Yeah, like they're
they're
a reoffender.
I said, I don't think it works like that, Nanan. It will. And I think you don't know.
She's obviously on ITV team.
Oh.
She'll know all about it.
Honestly.
My nan used to, when my nan were alive and I were ever in car with her, she'd go, oh, he's close. He's pulling out. She died when she was 81. She never drove a day in her life. But she always just go, I could drive. I just haven't got a licence. She's never sat behind a wheel.
Yeah, that's my Nanan.
Ever.
That's my Nanan.
Is my skin still looking purged?
A little bit, being honest.
Yeah, sorry guys, if you're looking at me thinking she looks dog rough, it's because I can't wear makeup because I had a facial yesterday. And
when you say facial, was it relaxing?
No. It's one of them where you go, she like extracts everything out my skin, you know, like she'll like pin my spots with a pin and then she'll extract, like, you know, with the tools. She does that and then she will put like a peel on my face. So I think it's called the mandelic acid peel I had yesterday, which is like the lowest form of acid, and then you go to like glycolic and stuff. But she was like, I'm not going to put the strongest one on you straight away, which I think fair. And then I'll get a little bit of a purge and then I'll shed a little bit, you know, like when your skin dries. Ooh. So that'll be fun at work this week.
So can you not wear makeup?
I can wear makeup, but you've got to wait 24 hours. But I'm just not going to wear makeup for work because I think, oh, am I impressive?
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I think I'm going to try and go on a bit of a skincare journey. Because her skin, honestly, her who does my facial, her skin is incredible.
It's just annoying with your skin, though, because you've got to wait for it to get worse before it gets better sometimes.
But yeah, I'm going to start going every 4 weeks. And then next time I'm going to have a glycolic peel. Because I have this thing called closed comedones. I don't know if you've ever heard of them before. Like, she knows everything, so she'll explain it to you. And it's like your skin, I think like your skin regenerates every 28 days, I think. And what happens is like it'll like get rid of like dead skin cells and stuff, and they'll fall off your face. Obviously you don't see them, but they can fall into like hair follicles, and then you get like little like bumps where you get texture, and that's like the skin sealing over that bit that's fell on.
Oh, really?
So you have to use, like she says, I'm not exfoliating enough. Not like a scrub, like as in, you know, like a
chemical one.
Yeah. So she said start doing that at least, she said once a week on all your face, and then the worst part of my hormonal acne is round my chin.
Same.
Does G have a beard?
I
think that's where I get it from.
Kissing bearded men.
Yeah. Because it's here, and then also at work, because I have to wear something around my neck, I think I get it here a lot because it keeps touching that.
Do you know what is mad though? Like now we take so much pride in our skin. I used to scrub my face with like the St. Ives apricot scrub.
I would have put my house on the fact she said St. Ives. The apricot.
Yeah. And sometimes I look at it in body care or Superdrug, I see it and I think...
I think when I see it, why are they still selling that?
No, I think, should I try it again?
Right.
Because I feel like I never used to get spots, ever.
I know, but I think it's because when you're younger, if you're not...
I used to go out drinking in makeup that I didn't... Did I prep my skin? No. Went straight in with foundation.
Dream matte mousse.
And a sponge.
Fingers that I'd not washed all day.
Yeah. And then I would cake that on, set it with hairspray.
Yep.
Go out all night, sweat, get a takeaway, all around my mouth, sleep in that makeup, and then sometimes just top it up a bit next day.
We've all been there. But I think that's what it is, because I do think a lot of hormonal, acne in general can be a little bit genetic. So if like you just have acne, you obviously couldn't do that when we were younger, but we are obviously
Lucky, because
we are very lucky. I had lovely skin when I was younger, and then when you get older, this is just how it gets.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep going for the facial she said 4 to 6 weeks, but she said because I live further away, maybe just come every 6. But I'm gonna try and book in again for next month, and hopefully it gets better. Because when I had the first one done, for a week after, my skin was terrible, and then this period after that it was so good. And then I said to her yesterday when I went, I said, I swear my skin knew I were coming because it's been terrible for the last few days. But it also depends on time of month as well.
But on that's another thing that like mums do. In my mum's makeup bag, there is makeup that I remember seeing when I was a child.
Oh yeah.
That she's still got.
You'll be damned if my mum's using any form of tool, it's fingers.
Yeah.
And she'll use an eyebrow brush for concealer.
My mum will, when she's putting foundation on, will pump, rub it in her hands and then mop it round her face.
My mum has got better because I've helped her a lot. Like things, my mum's eyebrows you can't see. You can't see them. So when I do come, every like 4 weeks, I will dye her eyebrows for her.
And another thing my mum does is, I don't know if your mum's like this, my mum's hair is very thin, like really thin, and it snaps off. And the reason it snaps off, that hairdresser it's not to do with the fact that you've bleached your hair for as long as I've been alive, which is nearly 28 years.
I'll piggyback onto that. My mum's hair's thin because of me.
What?
Yeah. Ask her when you see her. My mum's hair is thin ever since she gave birth to me.
Oh, so.
Yeah, it's thin because of me. She used to... My mum's hair, honestly, when she was younger, when she first met my dad, not like it's not nice now, because she's stunning, my mum. But she had, like... I think she used to have it permed, to be fair.
That'll be why it's thin then.
No, it's me.
That chemical burn that you're putting on your hair.
She used to have a lovely, like, long, really, really curly hair.
Because it were permed.
Because it were permed. Yeah. Giving birth to me, her hair's thin now.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very similar to how any ailment I had a kid with, because I was watching TV or my phone. Oh, my foot's really hurting. It's because you're watching telly. That makes sense.
I remember once I were at home and I were like, it were in 6-week holidays, I'd have been 15, and it were like, because one thing about me and you, not so much now, but when we were younger, we had a lay-in.
1 o'clock?
Yeah. And it were like 11, 12 o'clock and I was still in bed, and my mum had been to work, come home, and I was still in bed. She came in, threw the door open, bounded into my bedroom and went, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get you some incontinence pads so that you can just lay in bed and piss and shit yourself. That way you'll not even have to get up to go to the toilet.
Oh, God. Your mum is the definition of hard parenting, honestly. Do you know what? When you think about stuff your mum and dad used to do, it actually terrifies me. Like, I remember, my mum used to do it to me all the time. Approaching end of 4 weeks into 6-week holidays, she'd be like, right, come on, bedtime now, 9 o'clock. And I'd be like, why? You need to get back into routine. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Back into routine of school.
My mum would say.
Why?
Did your mum and dad ever used to say this? Come on, it's adult time now.
Do you know one thing that I hate, and it has scarred me a bit since I was younger? when you'd be watching, because I had a thing with my mum and dad, we'd always sit together and eat tea. I would never one that ate it like anywhere else. We'd either sit at a table or sit like with trays watching TV. And when a sex scene came on,
Oh, it's awkward, isn't it?
and I'd always feel so much better if we started watching something and I'd already seen it and I knew that they were sexing it, and then I'd wait to about 30 seconds before I'm like, oh, I just need toilet, and my dad, and I'd go, don't pause it, it's fine. And then I wouldn't even go to the toilet, I'd just stand in there and I'd wait until I'd listen for the
The sound effect wasn't necessary.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's so funny. Right, I feel like we've just waffled for a good 20 minutes there about random shit, but I feel like a lot of people are going to agree.
Yeah.
Right, guys, we'll leave that one there. We will see you back again this time next week, Friday at 5 p.m.
And also, can everybody that does like these videos please like, comment, share, just do all of that stuff?
Yeah.
Because you're slacking a bit.
Yeah, because we...
Don't message us saying it, comment it.
Yeah,
like,
I've had
share.
a lot of messages saying added this to my mental health walk, loving it, you're doing amazing. Show the appreciation.
Comment it.
Yeah. Subscribe, share it, tell everyone at work.
Thank you.
Lots of love. We'll see you next week to laugh, cry and overshare together, guys. Bye.